going to be visiting the dark web version of the Internet Strangest websites. This is the final and technically fourth part of the series, so I made a playlist you can check out at the top right of the screen if you want to watch all the episodes. Movie. For my safety and yours, I will not be sharing the links. Go watch the other parts of this series. Anyway, in case you guys don't know about the dark web, you can only access it using Tor web browser, not Google Chrome, not Firefox, not Internet Explorer. I don't know why you would use that anyway. This allows you to go into.
Well, it's not called Internet Explorer now; it's Edge.
The websites usually consist of random numbers. In the last video, we covered the basics, and this time I just decided.
Tor was made by the CIA.
And clicking and clicking. So
is that true? I remember that rumor floating around back when I was learning what the dark and deep web and shit was. Was Tor actually made by the CIA? It was made by the Navy. Oh, we're getting... Oh, there's like a fucking civil war in the chat. Was it the Navy or the CIA? On Tuesday, the CIA announced its own Tor Onion service. So the CIA, I guess, is getting into the dark web space. What are they, like, releasing dark web NFTs? I don't know. This is a weird announcement from 2019. The United States Naval Research Laboratory. I'm assuming it's just the first thing that popped up. Yeah, it looks like it was the Navy. So besides, like, arms purchasing and, like, illegal shit, what is the point of the dark web? Like, I can't imagine people are accessing the dark web going through Tor to look up, like, video game walkthroughs. That seems like... There's no way that happens on the dark web. Who's going on the dark web like, bruh, I'm really looking to buy some crocodile. Oh, someone's selling. All right, here's my credit card info. No one's typing that shit in on the dark web. No fucking chance. No one's dumb enough to do that, right? College kids? Nah, I don't believe that for even a second. Nobody would. They're absolutely using, like, Monero or some kind of crypto or something. They're not going to be using, like, their actual just fucking Visa card.
Revenge. Now, you might be saying, we already covered revenge in the last video. Yes, but those websites were taken down. I won't be sharing the name of the website, but I'll show you guys the layout. So right out of the gate, you're given a list of female names to browse through. If you click on a name...
This used to exist on the surface web, for what it's worth. Tuv even covered it once. There used to be a website that was all for revenge porn, and eventually the guy who ran it faced... how many years in jail? I don't remember how many, but yeah, he got fucking blasted. But this was something back in the early internet days that it existed just on, you know, you could go on AOL and just look at revenge porn. It was fucking crazy. He got 18 years? Was it 18 years? You might be right.
There are two options: the lifetime basic.
Yeah, see, buy with Bitcoin.
Premium.
You're not typing in credit card info.
$150 and includes lifetime membership, daily updates, 101 gigabytes in leaked amateur content, which is 69,370 photos,
Christ.
3,405 video, and plus a VIP section, an IP cam section, spy cam recordings, NAS Synology section, and unsorted content, which apparently they have 10 terabytes worth of. So yeah, the IP cam section.
Holy shit.
Like, dude, I feel so bad for the girls that don't even know their laptop is hacked and people are just watching them. Random people are just watching them.
That's another crazy thing. Do you guys remember that back in early internet days? There was a time, I don't remember if it was Max, but there was some laptop that shipped with a webcam built in, and it was extremely easy to access. So easy, in fact, there was a website set up on Surface Web where it would just be like a roulette. You just click a button and it'd take you to some random guy's webcam. You could just watch them living their lives. Was it Dell? It might have been Dell. Yeah, so you just have this roulette of just watching people's lives through their webcam. They had no idea. It was fucking wild. It was wild. So then, like, it was such a big deal that eventually the experts were like, if you own this laptop, just put a piece of tape over the webcam. Otherwise, you are most likely being watched.
You exist. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. I'll provide some Amazon links in case you guys want to buy some webcam covers. Disgusting fantasies.
You don't want to look at my webcam? Yeah, like... It's just one of those fucking creepy things, man. I don't think looking through those webcams ever really, like, nothing, like, crazy ever happens. But it's still just fucking scary to think about.
If you are not of legal age, or if this type of material is not legal in your jurisdiction, do not enter. This site contains absolutely no videos, photos, 3D rendered art, or other illustrations of or adults. If you're looking for any of that, you're in the wrong place. It's basically saying, we have a bunch of these, like...
Shit's like a Tumblr blog.
About
the fuck?
Not only that, but they have 2 pedophilic prevention campaign advertisements to deter the users from doing anything in real life. They're obviously only doing this so it seems like, hey, we're actually the good guys. We're preventing this stuff from happening in real life, when in reality, they're just providing the acceptance, normalization, and culture of files.
That is something that is... I've seen this on Twitter. There's a verified account, couple 100,000 followers from what I recall, They have this belief that if we could just use AI to generate fake children for porn, it would solve pedophiles. There is a group of people that genuinely believe that providing, like, more child porn but without real people, that it would somehow get rid of, like, pedophiles. It is the most ass-backwards idea ever. It's fucking disgusting. They've made this post like, this is where I think deepfakes need to go. We need to create deepfakes of children in pornographic settings, so that way people would no longer be incentivized to use real children in child porn. It blew my fucking mind, and there were people supporting that. Like, all that does is provide more child porn for pedophiles and make the market even bigger for people to fucking film that shit in the real world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Twitter is just the most outrageous wasteland of horrible ideas. That's what this just reminded me of. I think it was actually Mudahar who commented on that. I don't remember what the account was that was talking about it. I know they deleted it shortly thereafter.
Minor, and it's still illegal to have on your device. Take Lolly, for example. Even though they're just drawings, you can be arrested and charged with a crime if you possess lolicon in any form. Other countries have also...
Oh, wait, let me read that. I didn't know that. Is that real? You can actually get arrested for Lolly? So what is Twitter talking about then where it's like, it's not illegal? In fact, Lolly is something to be celebrated.
So enacted laws making lolicon. We offer the best collection of real snuff and authentic R-word pictures and video clips.
Jesus
Thousands
Christ.
of photos, videos, comics, and books. Join us for your very special never forget experience. For a small one-time fee, you have unlimited access forever. We add always new forbidden content, completely safe and anonymous.
Jesus.
The document. The stuff on that document is absolutely fucking insane.
The
worst part is that they provide image proof. So, they provide image proof by using these web links. Everything that I'm about to say is real.
They use Reddit?
They provide some video proof too. I did check out some of them, and oh my god, I never want to go back. Like, deadass, I never want to fucking go back. I never want to see those images again. But it is real. I'm letting you guys know. This shit is real. Let's go over the document. I was actually kind of stupid and I downloaded the fucking text document. I don't know why I downloaded it. I downloaded something from the dark web. It's on my computer now. It's just a
It's like a J-Station video. I downloaded some shit from the dark web. Now all of a sudden I'm an 8-foot smurf. I accidentally drank the Amogus potion at 3 a.m. from the dark web. Jesus Christ, tough.
Yeah. So the first thing they're claiming to sell are guns. We have sniper rifles, Mossberg 500, TOZ rifles, Kalashnikov rifles. I've never heard of that. But it says made in Russia, not China, from the other video. So let's just get into something shocking. This one, bro, this is what really got me. Video filmed according to your script with torture, R-word, snuff, etc. We need from you how many actors will be, race, gender, and your script/scenario. I can't believe
Jesus Christ.
The youngest actor we had, 4 days after she is born. The oldest actor we had, 93-year-old woman.
Holy
I'm assuming
fuck.
It's kidnapped people, blended up babies in smoothies. A classic smoothie is a drink made from pure raw fruit and or vegetables using a blender. Classic smoothie is a healthy type of cocktail that you can drink for breakfast or a bit later. But we have a special smoothie. It's made from newborns. We place in blender the newborn with or without legs/hands.
That's no fucking shot.
And blend until the mixture is source smoothies from newborns strictly in the refrigerator or cool place.
That one seems very fake.
Also buy male and female genitalia, just like they're obviously
I don't know about that one. That one doesn't seem like a real thing.
Safe and secure container will be transferred and marked as for medical school. So they got their own methods to.
That's CIA bait.
Legit.
Yeah, it definitely seems like bait.
Cocaine, and why does that even matter? What? By reading the names, I recognize some of them. It's extremely fucking illegal. They're also selling the Logan Paul video. You guys know which one, which is a complete shock to me. It was like a YouTuber on this list. What was going on? But you know what Logan Paul video I'm talking about.
Can't you just find that on archive.org?
60 FPS.
Why would you buy that on the dark web?
Grinder.
Pretty sure it's on archive.org.
Did check out their image proof and like
it makes you tier 1 Ash.
And you guys don't worry about my mental health. A lot of people comment like, I hope your mental health is good. It's good, bruh. I'm gonna go play GTA after this, right? But thank you guys so much for just
yeah, it's the Logan Paul Forest video.
It's a blessing.
I'm pretty sure it's on archive.org.
You guys, like, don't worry about me. Go on with your life. And I'll see you guys. Actually, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Nice. So besides like illegal shit, is there any reason to go on the dark web? I know Mudahar's made a few videos on like other things besides like the worst shit on there, but what else is there? Besides just a bunch of illegal shit. to get around taxes. Like there's like accountants on there. You could charge for like services to evade taxes or something. That's more just illegal shit though. I'm saying like besides all illegal shit, people just go there to hang out sometimes. Oh, well, if it was made by the Navy, then why the hell was it made and has a bunch of illegal stuff on it? Well, the reason it has a bunch of illegal stuff on it is because the anonymity. That's like the whole point of the dark and deep web. As for why it was made, that I don't really know. It's probably to get around like surveillance or something maybe. I'm just spitballing. Exit Tier 1 Poopy Ranger. Let's see what crimes were caught on Twitch. Off the top of my head, can I think of any crimes? Turkey, the Turkish community on Twitch was recently just caught in a massive scandal of money laundering through Twitch bits and donations. That's probably on here. What else? CSGO Lotto? Would that be on here, you think?
Twitch started off as just a TV.
Raptor.
A man strapped the camera to his head and would live stream everything that happened to him 24/7. Eventually, the site grew and welcomed people from all over the world to live stream.
Stream on Justin TV.
The company had a name change, which we now know as Twitch, and in 2014 was bought out by Amazon for $970 million. The first thing I want to do is talk about the horrible Twitch staff. Now, it's very known that Twitch has some, let's say, biased staff. Every other month, it seems like a female streamer gets banned and then unbanned within the same week, whereas a male streamer can get banned for the same thing, if not something less harmful, and end up getting permanently banned. This has been proven time and time again, with the most recent case being about Narcissa Wright, a Twitch streamer that literally tweeted out, "I want to kill myself and shoot people at Twitch headquarters."
That story is very sad, honestly.
Who was banned, and then what do you know? Unbanned a few days later. I mean, if you ask me, that should have been a permanent ban, but no. We see in this tweet here that they're reducing her ban, and basically, you know, she got unbanned, is what I'm trying to say.
Point is, Twitch, I see where your bans come, I see where they come from, but it's like, to me, it's just like, this situation, shoot people at the Twitch headquarters?
Should be a permanent ban. Now, why? Are the Twitch staff just full of simps? Yeah. And in all honesty, it does seem like Twitch has favorites. Sometimes the reasoning for people getting banned is so stupid, but then if a female does it, again, this is not every single
correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't she rebanned after being... Or... Wasn't she rebanned after being unbanned and then banned again? I'm pretty sure they did correct that mistake. The whole Narcissa Wright story is extremely sad, though. That situation is horrible. I don't think many people know like the whole lore behind Narcissa Wright, but it's a honestly really sad story. Tell it? I can give the cliff notes. Back in the early days of Twitch, really Twitch was built on the back of speedrunning for a little while, like Siglimic, Cosmo Wright. Really the two of them were like pillars of streaming content on Twitch, and started to really get a lot of headlines, and then eventually ADGQ was rolling around, AGDQ started popping off. Cosmo Wright was a prolific speedrunner in Zelda games, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, all of that. And then over time, started to lose interest in speedrunning. I remember, I think it was 2016, Cosmo Wright entered into a Nintendo-sanctioned competition with a guy named John Numbers, where they were playing Mario Maker as a contest. And Cosmo Wright got blown out and didn't really return to streaming after that, if I recall correctly. And then after that, Cosmo Wright's mental health seemed a little spotty from what people were seeing. Eventually, Cosmo Wright transitions into Narcissa Wright, and from there, the streams that she would do were really focused on like really negative things, and it was very like a toxic environment. Eventually, Narcissa stopped streaming for a while, and what I understood is that she just outright stopped altogether. And then she posted that tweet about wanting to kill herself, and then the Twitch staff, which obviously turned a lot of heads as like, hey, what the fuck is this? So that's where the story's at. There's a lot more nuance to it, but that's kind of like the Cliff Notes breakdown. That whole story there, a lot of like sad and unfortunate things happened along the way. But since I was so big into watching Siglimic, Cosmo, that whole community of speedrunners, it's something I actively followed for a really long time.
Stephen Heyman. On August 31st, 2018, Stephen Heyman and John DiPietro, I hope I said that right, were on their way to Dragon Con, a convention made for gamers, comic enthusiasts, science fiction fans, and more.
Sounds like a joke, like Dragon D's nuts.
This is called IRL streaming. In Atlanta, Georgia, a man is seen approaching John and pins him to the ground. We can't see much, but we do get a full view of what the man looks like.
Oh shit, dude. Ow. JP, just let go. JP, just let go.
What the fuck is happening?
JP, just let go of it. JP, just let go of it.
Wow.
You can hear
that was awfully calm.
Say, JP, just let go. And this is due to what I'm assuming is John not wanting the man to take his camera, which the man did end up stealing. From the reports I've read, it seems like the man was never caught. The YouTube comments were full of L friend, this dude is such a bad friend, and comments like that. But honestly, that was the best thing to do. You don't know if someone is carrying a knife or a firearm, and your life really isn't worth getting killed over something as simple as a camera or your wallet, when you could just
love how the dude didn't help. Bro, you're not gonna just give up the camera. Everyone shits on Dale Brown for giving like survival advice for how to like survive in an intense situation and disarm the attacker, and you guys give him shit. But the optimal thing to do is to not fight back. Just give your camera. Again, like Tuv just said, could have a knife, could have a gun, and that guy's big as fuck. That guy was significantly more jacked than Steven here. Just give up the fucking camera. Like, I guarantee if this guy did fight back and got his ass beat, people would give him much more shit anyway. Or he could have lost his life over it for a camera.
The police officer explains the call and asks Mr. Big for his name. Mr. Big explains that he doesn't need to give him any sort of information.
Oh boy, you went full Reddit.
And it's honestly a pretty long and petty back and forth from both of them, up until the cop places Mr. Big under arrest. I would say wrongfully place him under arrest. I mean, he did have his right to not say anything. Cops can always arrest you based on suspicion. You know, it didn't seem in the clip like there was any suspicion of anything other than just the way Mr. Big was acting. Anyway, so Mr. Big gets arrested, right? They leave and they close the door. So a few minutes after the arrest, the door opens and reveals a neighbor, presumably the one that made the complaint, walking in and stealing a pair of shoes and a headset. He then returns and steals what seems to be his phone and a watch. I tuned into Mr. Big's Twitch page, and to my surprise, he still streams. Well, he took a break and is back and averages about 5 to 10 viewers.
That's
so I decided to ask him a couple questions.
What a galaxy brain scheme,
Make sure
though.
to show him some love and make sure to tell him
fucking supervillain mastermind.
I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, he was charged. He was a career criminal, man. Had a lengthy criminal history. I think he did 3 years for that shit.
I tried looking his name up in like a Washington police directory or something. I checked a lot of websites and I did not find a Jeremy Frost ad. Not that I don't believe you, Mr. Big. It's just that I would have liked to pull up his mugshot. RickyBot. RickyBot was a 43-year-old man who streamed himself playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do,
Pokemon
actually.
Go is a mobile game which requires you to go outside in order to catch since the man stole 3 cell phones and the camera itself. RickyBot was taken to a local hospital with a laceration on the side of his head and a swollen right cheek. That same night, Ricky put out a series of tweets reading, "I got mugged playing Pokemon Go in Central Park. Still talking to police and will go to the hospital soon. My jaw is a mess. Thanks all. My Twitch account got suspended. Literally insult to injury."
Yeah, that's another fucked up thing that Twitch used to do. I don't know if they still do. If a crime gets captured on stream, or like something like that, I guess, where you get your ass beat on stream, they just ban the account outright, which is weird. I remember there was that guy who was involved in a hit and run while streaming. At least I think it was a hit and run. Oh, no. There was a streamer who, while streaming IRL, accidentally captured like a shootout, I think it was. Like a guy shot at a car on his stream, and the guy got banned for it. It's really like a weird policy they have in that department when you capture something like that. That's technically against TOS, but you had no control over it, and it would also be good evidence. So I don't know why they'd like take it down. But yeah, that was something they did for all of those kind of cases. I remember that. I don't know if they still do though. Yeah.
So if I'm streaming, right, I have a malicious friend for some reason in my house, right? He comes in, says a slur, runs out. I'm getting banned. Right? It's, I hate it so much. And this poor man got pinned down to the ground and robbed. And Twitch is like, oh, nah, that's violent. Take it down. It's like, there's a lot of stuff about Twitch that rubs me the wrong
that policy
way.
is terrible.
In case you're wondering how Ricky is doing now.
How do they justify it? Because I know they even put out a statement about it. I'm kind of curious. Where can I find those guidelines? Again, I don't know if they still do it, though. But where can I find it? Because I'm curious what they did to defend it. They don't want people faking it for clout. I remember bits and pieces back with the guy who captured a shooter on stream. I think they said something like, we're doing it to keep the VOD private for everyone involved and sharing it with the police or something. Thanks for your subcatamon. I don't remember. If I could just remember what that case was, I'm sure I could find their tweet about it that clarified. Does anyone remember what it was? Because it was a pretty big one. That one got mainstream attention. A streamer had captured like a shootout on stream on Twitch. It was valuable information for the crime, and they banned the account, which then made it inaccessible. Was it North Hollywood shootout? Man, what the fuck? This was 1997 North Hollywood shootout. I remember that. This was not Twitch, you fucking asshole. That one though changed law enforcement drastically. So this is totally unrelated to anything we're watching here with the Twitch crimes. This shootout is fucking crazy. So 2 robbers were armed to the teeth, like full-blown juggernaut from Modern Warfare 2. And they robbed a store. And the police showed up and they just started blasting. Like the guys full auto, just letting it all hang loose. Oh, it was a bank. They robbed the bank. Yeah, that's what it was. Robbed the bank, just blasting. And the cops were shooting back, but their handguns weren't powerful enough to pierce their armor. So they couldn't actually stop them. They couldn't actually prevent them from leaving or doing anything. So they just kept walking away, taking bullets from the police while firing back. The police got so desperate for firepower, they started, I believe they raided a nearby gun store for like shotguns and other items, and as well as like just trying to find anything with a higher caliber. And it was such a long, drawn-out shootout that post North Hollywood shootout, they started arming police officers much more heavily, like more firepower in their vehicles. It was crazy. The whole thing was captured on helicopter. In fact, the only reason it even ended is because one of the officers got a lucky shot on one of their ankles, because their ankle was slightly exposed, so they hit his ankle. He fell to the floor and knew he was going to be killed, so he took his own life. And then the other one, I think, got really desperate and just started walking at them or something like that. It was something like that. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. Thanks to Prime Megalodon.
The streamer reacts and is then met with a handgun being pointed at his face, and he screams. Alright, don't roast his scream, because I'm pretty sure if any of us were in that position, we would not know what to do. So I know you chuckled after that scream, and I did too. But like, let's not be too hard on that scream. One of the thieves goes to keep his wife quiet, and you can hear the kids in the background. The other is beating the streamer repeatedly with brass knuckles, asking where the money is at.
How do people think it's fake then?
Doesn't have any money, but eventually I did find the name of the streamer, and that's TMoneyFG. It seems he doesn't stream anymore, and I couldn't find a YouTube channel, unless it's the one with 1 subscriber, but I doubt it. I also found his Twitter, and it's extremely botted. 16,000 followers and no likes on his recent tweet. Yeah, a little bit weird. You would think that if he faked this, he would at least gain clout from it. And if he faked it, I don't know if he would scream like that on purpose. Plus, why would you put your kids through something like this? I mean,
I don't think it's fake.
A lot of people were assuming that the wife set him up because she was too calm. That was stupid too. You can tell she's trying to stay calm for the kids.
So seems like a weird thing to fake if you don't even stream anymore.
Can't tell. The video looked.
Someone found it. Found the streamer you're asking about. Look up Bees on My Head TV carjacking. He was banned for getting carjacked while viewers were trying to use the VOD to find the guy who robbed them. Twitch came out and clarified their policy in response, stating that streamers are responsible for anything shown on stream. That's exactly what I was thinking of. A carjacking. Not a shootout around cars. You're absolutely right. Did he ever get his account back? Because this is like really a hardline stance. Twitch suspended his account for behavior caught on camera and has since informed the streamer he won't be getting it back anytime soon. Thanks again,
Security breach. No, not the Five Nights at Freddy's game. So 6 months ago, on October 6th, Twitch was hacked and a torrent file containing
this was
125 gigabytes worth of leaks appeared on 4chan, and that included source code, streamer earnings, encrypted passwords, and more. We bring to you today an extremely poggers leak. Twitch is an American video live streaming service that focuses on video game live streaming, including broadcast of esports competitions operated by Twitch Interactive, a subsidiary of Amazon.com. Their community is also a disgusting, toxic cesspool. Beginnings, mobile desktop and video game console Twitch clients, creator payouts from 2019 until now. Find out how much your favorite streamer is really making. And then they link.
Did they ever release the second part to this?
Jeff Bezos paid $970 million for this, and we're giving it away for free. Hashtag do better Twitch. Though a bunch of stuff got leaked, people mainly focused on how much their favorite streamers were making. I mean, your passwords were at stake, but people were, you know, kind of mad at XQC for being a millionaire, which we all know. We all know he's a millionaire.
No, that was a surprise to everybody.
Saying they didn't make sense. It's really funny because a lot of Twitch streamers have their sub count like on the top of their head. They're letting me know
that doesn't mean anything.
It just takes a little bit of math. And they claimed that a part 2 was coming out, but that never happened. Many people just assume it was an ex-Twitch employee or a Twitch employee who knew they were going to be fired.
I doubt it was an ex-Twitch employee.
Right, before I go, I'm just going to end this off with a big bang. I'm sure you guys remember the whole Save the Kids thing.
Who could forget?
When crypto was, I wouldn't say at its peak. I would say at its peak popularity within the internet culture, there were a lot of influencers really taking advantage of this. This doesn't even count the NFT thing, right? This is crypto. Crypto and NFTs are very similar, but they are different, right?
Shitcoins versus NFTs.
There were a lot of influencers promoting a bunch of scam coins, and once their fans would like buy the coins, they would quickly just take all the money, dip, leave the coin with no value. I mean, even Aiden Ross admitted to doing this.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back.
I remember this one.
I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. How many of you guys actually bought it?
Oh my god.
Which was Ice Poseidon. Now, Ice Poseidon used to be a very popular Twitch streamer.
We know this one.
In case you guys haven't heard of him, he's very popular for getting swatted. Yeah, that's what he's known for. He once got swatted on an airplane.
I actually don't know if I'm allowed to watch his story on Twitch. We all know this one, though. He openly admitted to stealing, what was it, $300 or $500,000 from a shitcoin that he was pumping. Just very open. Watch it? I'll just explain it. I made a whole video on it when it happened. Ice Poseidon was pumping a shitcoin. Somehow his community bought into it. He ran away with $300,000 to $500,000. I don't remember what number it was, but it was somewhere in that ballpark. And he then went on CoffeeZilla's channel and openly said, yeah, I took the money. I was worried the coin was going to lose some value, so I thought I might as well take the money before it hit zero. And he was just very open and honest. And then CoffeeZilla said, hey, why don't you just give the money back since you still have it? I see it in your wallet. You could give the money back. And he said, I could, but I don't want to. Yep. It was fucking crazy. CoffeeZilla's new video on Tate's scam. What? I didn't see CoffeeZilla posted a new video. Oh, 4 hours ago. Oh, this is bold. Shaking the hornet's nest of the Tate enthusiasts, of the top G's. He's got a death wish. Yeah, we can check it out.
Today I'm getting a PhD from Hustler University, also known as Hustlerversity by those of us with the grind set. It was created by this guy.
I'm top G. You think you're smart? I bought this coin and it's going up. You could have bought any coin and it went up in the last year. The Matrix was broken. Hustler University is the greatest.
Ooh, I've actually heard that a lot. The Matrix is what does that mean? I've seen like a lot of YouTubers say that recently. What does that mean? Like, that's ravings of lunacy that I would have heard back in the day. But now a lot of people are saying it unironically. I don't know what it means. The video goes into the Matrix being broken? Oh, okay. I might be getting ahead of myself then.
That exists on the face of the planet for people who are trying to escape the Matrix. Become Hustlers University. Welcome to the metaverse. Inject it into your brain. You can skip university, you can buy my program, and I guarantee you will know everything you need to know. Have you ever seen a college professor with an S63 and a McLaren and a Lambo and an Aston Martin standing next to a Porsche? No, you've never seen any of this. I know how to make cash.
Now, if you're wondering why I'm enrolling in a college that looks like it was started by the son of Mr. Worldwide, it's actually quite simple. Hustleversity was started by Andrew Tate.
It still blows my mind that this became a real thing. I remember, and I think we did it on stream, when we were going through the alpha male rabbit hole, I remember we watched Hustler University's promotional piece, and all of us were making fun of it. And now people unironically enrolled and bought into it, drank the Kool-Aid. It's crazy that it actually popped off. That is the power of marketing on TikTok. If you just put enough money into TikTokers, people will always buy it. It blows my mind. Their promotional piece for Hustlers University is still like one of the goofiest ads I think we saw for all the alpha male shit. So if you have like a startup business or something, invest in TikTokers. And put that money, like that marketing budget, into TikTok. 100%.
And I guess the real question is, how did this happen and why? Well, Andrew attributes his meteoric success to a change in business strategy.
I put together a particular strategy about 6 months ago because I decided to step up my overall exposure because of a new product I launched. I run an online school that teaches people how to make money online. I changed my approach towards social media, and I ended up absolutely everywhere.
Now, if you're wondering what business strategy that is, or the program he runs is called Hustleversity, where he teaches you how to make fast money if you'll only pay $50 a month. And one of these fast money methods turns out to be selling Hustleversity to new people by posting clips of him, Andrew Tate. And
it's so smart. The cope on Twitter I see all the time about how it's not an MLM blows my mind. This is literally it works. It's pyramid. It is actually it works. But you can't say that when talking about Andrew Tate for some reason. They really take great offense to it. There's no shame in it. You know how many people, buy into it works? And the essential oils and what are they called, the fat tapes or something, where you're supposed to like wrap tape around your body or something. I forgot what the other big pyramid was. Herbalife, another one. I don't know why they won't just be like, yeah, I bought into an MLM. Like, just own it. Like, I mean, just fucking own it. You're basically promoting him now, I guess. And that's the problem with Andrew Tate. No matter what you say or what you do, people are going to believe it and get into it every single time. But this is just too interesting not to. I haven't actually seen someone dive deep into Hustlers University past just making fun of it. CoffeeZilla dissects things that he talks about really well. So I'm super curious to see everything that he learned. So yeah, on this one, I'm just going to accept that there's going to be a few people in chat that for some reason buy into Hustlers University. It is what it is, man. I really want to see the analysis from CoffeeZilla on this.
Andrew Tate is the one true savior that will save you from poverty. He's basically Morpheus from the Matrix, and that's not even me calling him that. He calls himself that.
I get called Morpheus a lot. We are living inside of the Matrix, and I am Morpheus.
He says he wants to wake you from your mental prisons, all by selling you a program that sounds like what high school dropouts used to put as their education status on Facebook. Attended the School of Hard Knocks and graduated Hustleversity with a PhD. Wait, you're a doctor? No, that's the pimping hose degree, which is something, by the way, I didn't make up. It's a course that Andrew Tate himself sells. But I don't think you want to take advice from someone who's in the middle of a human investigation. And that's not even to mention accusations of beating women. Him allegedly
those accusations could happen to anyone.
Was, quote, Andrew does have one undeniable skill that seems to be responsible for most or all of his success so far. He's just really entertaining.
I hate everyone equally.
I've said that since the get-go. He is the most entertaining clown you can find in the alpha male space. And that's why it's probably worked so well. Between TikTok promotion, the MLM stuff, and just him being so enjoyable to laugh at, it's popped them off. Wild. Do you think the guys paying for this think it's a joke? I think there's a good balance of people who pay for it, like ironically, like, haha, I'm part of Hustlers University, and people who actually believe it. And I think the believers probably outweigh the former, which is sad, but it is what it is. It's the same for every other alpha male we ever looked at. You remember the guy who's a self-admitted cuck? Oh, fuck. It's only been a couple months. It's the big guy. He sells the course on, like, so your wife doesn't want to fuck you? That's okay. No, I'm talking about alpha males, bro. Is it Jack Murphy? It might be Jack Murphy. Oh, yeah, Jack Murphy, right? This he's literally a cuck. But he's also an alpha male. So he's teaching you how to be an alpha male while also being a cuck. It's this guy, right? A lot of these guys kind of all look the same, like bald and a beard. Is it this guy?
Don't come at me and call me sexist or racist or any of these things. I hate everyone. I don't care if you're black, white, straight, gay, man, and woman. I hate you anyway. I do know how to administer CPR. However, I will not administer CPR unless you're a hot female. If you're some fat dude and you just had a heart attack and I don't really know you.
Is that a lady billing you and you back and rearrange your bones? Why is it being massaging for 4 hours straight, bro?
I have a lot of muscle. It's painful to carry it around. It's a 2-hour massage.
People are starting to realize that the only real currency is attention.
Clout.
Like, the worst thing that's going to happen to you is not that you go to jail. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you become irrelevant.
Yep.
And this is what separates Andrew Tate from a lot of the fake gurus I've covered in the past. Jones and Tate operate sort of on this playbook where entertainment is king. They say a bunch of outlandish statements that builds attention, and then once they're the crazy guy, all they have to do is say a few basic things that everyone agrees with, and then their audience suddenly thinks they're a genius. I mean, everyone...
That works for everything, by the way, not just people. This is the same thing with QAnon. Like, QAnon has the wildest shit, like believing JFK Jr. got revived and is still any day now gonna cruise around some random corner in fucking Washington and announce his presidency. The reason they have so many people is, well, I guess the big reason is everyone wants to believe something that makes them feel special. But another thing is they also then put in some things that are true. Like, there's a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood. It's like, oh, well, it turns out there are a lot of pedophiles in Hollywood. I guess QAnon's right about everything else. It just becomes like a gateway. So you sprinkle in like little truths for the lunacy, and then you get people to buy into it. So it's not, it works for more than just like individuals. Everyone knows who Q is, right? Fuck man, I've heard so many different reports on who Q is. I couldn't tell you. Is it one of like the Clintons or something? I don't remember. There's so many theories on who Q is. It could be fucking anyone.
I think that that's what makes society function. I think that's what makes the world function. I think that men and women falling in love and having children and having families are very, very beautiful things.
Well, who doesn't agree with that? And he'll talk to like men's issues. He'll talk about how lonely men are.
Yeah, sad
Most men are absolutely and utterly invisible.
But I was just about to fucking say that. I paused too late. Yeah, the whole most men not being invisible, you're not invisible, men feel invisible, this and that. That's everywhere. That's a really big platform for alpha males right now. I see that shit all the time. I think, fuck, what channel was it? Is it Sneeko? Sneeko's been big on, like, all men feel invisible now. Like, that shit is all over the place. So, like, all of them kind of regurgitate the same points because it's really effective.
This is the truth about masculinity, right? It's very easy for women to sit here and complain about the top 2% of men because I dealt with this guy, he's arrogant, blah, 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 blah. Most men don't even fucking exist. They send 10,000 DMs and never even get read, let alone replied to.
And so this makes it so that the many people who are trying to say, Andrew's just crazy, they don't see the full con that he's running because the crazy is only half of the game. Because eventually people hear the other half, the basic stuff that's obvious, and go, well, he's
that's just tough
totally
love.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And people just eventually kind of go down the Tate rabbit hole where they think, you know, maybe I can leave the Matrix and get girls, jets, and Bugattis. Maybe I just need to become financially free. How do I do it? Who's looking out?
Hustler University.
That's where Hustleversity enters the picture. So we can see why Hustleversity is on the one hand so popular, despite being so bad. Because otherwise, this whole video is anticlimactic and confusing. Because when I first joined Hustleversity, I thought it's got to be different, right? To have this many people paying every month.
Yeah, it's marketing. He did a good job of it.
They have to have things that you just can't learn for free, right? Wrong. Once again, I'm disappointed. He assigns a so-called professor to each skill, and all of this takes place inside of Discord servers. And in these chat rooms where your instructors have a fraction of the charisma.
You're paying $50 a month for a fucking Discord. No. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be like actual courses, like a masterclass or something. Even Ninja put more effort into his fucking tutorials. You're paying $50 a month for a Discord. Holy shit, that's worse than being a Discord mod. That's literally being, you are paying to be an actual like shit stain on a piece of toilet paper. Oh my god. That's a lot worse than I thought. $50 a month for a Discord channel. That is pay piggy stuff. That is like actual pay piggy stuff. At the very least, you should at least hold Tate to a higher standard. Like, hey man, instead of just a Discord server, why can't we have like, you know, a more professional curriculum like everywhere else?
Tate.
Well, there's a difference between being desperate and being manipulated. Well, oh no, there's absolutely not. He's manipulating desperate guys. There's different tiers of desperation. There's self-aware desperate people and people who get brainwashed because they're desperate, I would say. Like, you have to be on a different, like, wavelength to fall for a $50 Discord. Well, $50 a month Discord. Like, not every desperate guy is going to be, you know, scratching at the neck to be part of the Hustler University Discord.
I mean, think about it. You've been told you're going to escape the Matrix. You're going to take the red pill.
And then you go to
What
Discord.
end up doing in this course is sort of learning how to run an Amazon side hustle for Jeff Bezos. Like, no offense, you're not breaking the matrix. You work for the richest guy in the world. Like, imagine Morpheus gives Neo the red pill and says, hey, have you ever day traded before? It doesn't stop there either. Like they have this cash quadrant of time and cash where you're either time poor or cash poor, time rich, cash poor, cash rich, time poor. You get the idea. And what they define cash rich as is very telling. They define it as having $5,000, which by that definition, guys, I'm proud to say I'm cash rich. Now, guys.
Wait, like in total? That is so different from the pitch. I imagine most dudes who buy into this have to have $5,000 total. It's $50 a month. That is such an expensive item. This makes no sense.
The lifestyle we've been sold on here is exotic Bugattis, not extra Starbucks biscottis. I mean, am I crazy here? Like, I feel like most people who joined this Discord want olive Lamborghinis, and they're sort of getting Olive Garden fettuccine.
Hustle University is the greatest thing that exists.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that. It's low because he wants people to feel like alphas. That's a really good point. I suppose that's probably like the play. Maybe you get someone who's a little skeptical, like, I'll do $50 one month and I'll probably cancel, but they join and they're like, oh, I have $5,000. Okay, so I'm cash rich. And I'm surrounded by a supportive community. Okay, well, now I feel like I'm part of the crew, part of the ship. So then they stay. Maybe that could be the play, I guess. So then they're not even there for the information. They're there more for the community and the feeling, which is even sadder, to be honest. Yeah, because you can get that same feeling for free. Like, there's always going to be a community of people just like you. Like, you're not special. Whatever your interests are, you're going to find a million people with those interests, and you guys can be friends. Like, and it's free. You just have to find them. You don't have to pay $50 a month for friends. At that point, join a frat.
Unless you consider being cash rich, having $5,000 total in your bank account, then this course doesn't seem to be getting people rich. It just teaches lost guys extremely basic skills that are free to learn, but charges them $50 a month for it so they can feel like they're escaping the matrix by working for Jeff Bezos. You barely see Tate at all. He claims to be teaching the secrets to modern wealth creation, but the reality is, from what I saw, he was too busy marketing to actually be present in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean,
instead,
obviously.
You just had all these random people teaching you like e-commerce or freelancing or copywriting and investing. And that's why I decided to finally cancel my plans to become cash rich. And that's when I found out about the last trick Tate uses to get you to stay.
Anyone who messes this up, annoys a professor, doesn't renew their subscription, their card cancels, anything stupid, then you're going to regret it for a very long time because there's simply nowhere else to go.
That's right. They tell you there's nowhere else to go besides Hustlers University. This is the only place
what a shame.
Where you're going to learn not to be broke.
I had unsubscribed to get my mother a birthday present, but I resubscribed the next month. I don't believe that. I don't believe you. And I also think if you were a member of Hustlers University for a month and you didn't make enough money to buy your mother a birthday present, you f***ed up. So you're probably going to end up kicked out.
Like, their two responses are, that's not true. Okay. And even if it is, it's your fault anyway.
Who is this guy? I've seen him in a few clips now. All he usually does is put Tate's meat in his mouth. Who is he? Is he like one of the gurus? He teaches you on like cock sucking technique or something for like behind the dumpster transactions? Who is he? It's his brother? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes so much more sense now. Okay, that makes so much sense. This guy only parrots what Tate says, well, like Andrew says, or reinforces it, or says outlandishly stupid shit.
And you have to understand that for the people actually in the course, they're like deathly afraid of missing a payment because they've been told that if they do, guess where they're going? That's right, straight back in the Matrix. In jail, they call it.
We don't kick you out, we put you in the jail, and you sit there in your cell, and you have no access to the money-making information, and we just flood you with all the endless wins. Every time someone wins, we show them.
I mean, Andrew Tate hasn't reinvented anything.
$400 a month?
Doing it more sick, but the result is the same as ever, where the real person getting rich, truly rich, is Andrew Tate.
You're broke! You're f***ing poor!
Nice. That was pretty insightful. I can't believe it's $50 a month for a Discord server. I don't know why anyone's surprised. I don't know why CoffeeZilla's surprised Andrew Tate was never there. He openly hates the people that buy his program. He literally insults you. It's like a humiliation kink. He openly insults you. It's not tough love. He just actually doesn't like you. You are his pay pig. It's a far cry from tough love. He'll sprinkle in like a couple truths here, like men feel invisible. It's not good to feel invisible. You need to feel better. You can feel better by taking care of yourself first and foremost. It's like, it's kind of true. And it's like $50 a month. And I'll show you how to do some drop shipping, I guess. Oh yeah, I know, the 110,000 students, it's big. No, it's fucking big. Andrew Tate makes $66 mil a year from this shit if everyone pays $50 a month. Yeah, no, it's a super successful hustle. He did what all the other alpha males did, but did it smarter by being like a punching bag. Like, obviously he's in on the joke. He knows he says the most outlandish shit, like CoffeeZilla mentions, and then sprinkles in enough truth where people hear about him for being insane, then they'll hear some truth and be like, huh, maybe I'm gonna check that out. And then they buy into $50 a month. Huge profit. And since you're only paying $50 for a Discord server, it's pure profit. He has no overhead. Maybe he has to pay a couple of the gurus that he got from Fiverr, but that's so negligible. It is straight profit. And there's the MLM component where you get rewarded for recruiting people to Hustlers University. This is an absolute money printing farm on the back of some real desperate sad dudes. And they are brainwashing themselves on Twitter with the most cope I've ever seen. It's fucking genius. It's super smart. He did it exactly how you would, or how you should, if you're trying to make a ton of money with no morals. I'll give you some free advice. Don't get your, like, life experience online. Don't get your social skills through tutorials on YouTube. Don't make your identity something online, like your whole personality. The internet's a great resource for information, but you should never base your personality on what people tell you to do. That's the mistake I made in college. When I went in college in my freshman year, I got all of my, like, social advice from Reddit. And you know what happened in my freshman year of college? I dressed, well, my dress wasn't, like, the biggest problem, but it was pretty bad. I dressed like a fucking anime character, and I acted like a mysterious anime character. I didn't talk to anyone because I was convinced that being mysterious and not being, like, super open was a cool thing. But instead I scared everyone away from me. I was completely lonely and fucking miserable. There are just things you can't be taught by people online or communities online. I don't even remember what came over me, but going into my sophomore year, I recognized how miserable I was, and I was like, something's got to change. I mean, something's got to give here. So, going into my sophomore year of college, I signed up to room with random people. I was like, I need to be on campus. I need to be around social people. I need to experience life from outside of the computer and what they tell me. So I got random roommates, and they turned out to be the popular kids around campus for the most part. So they took me under their wing. I was their clay, and they were the sculptor. I learned all of my social skills through them like a sponge. Okay, let's watch that police chase now. This better live up to the hype. I've heard nonstop about this goddamn police chase. So I heard this is like some actual GTA shit.
David, we were up over in Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window.
No one told me there'd be jump scares in here. Holy shit. Wow. That was so loud. What the fuck?
And what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. This was an attempted traffic stop, as I mentioned. Unclear which agency and who is pursuing.
Okay, so now he's just booking it out of there.
Technically still in pursuit mode, but what you can see here is that the driving is very dangerous, very erratic and aggressive tactics as he tries
what the fuck?
You're squeezing through these two cars at a red light. You can see some front end.
Interesting maneuver.
On that bumper, now turning 60 miles per hour down a residential street.
That's skill. How is that? Don't give me that shit at all. That wasn't skill at all. He just wedged himself between the two cars and hit the gas. There was no skill involved in that maneuver. And he also got lucky the car next to him backed up, so he had a little extra space for it.
But making random turns nonetheless here at a pretty high rate of
he needs to find a bridge and then switch cars.
Pulling over and maybe thinking about
oh, holy shit, he actually is switching cars.
Door opening up, and he is either going to walk or run away here. He dropped his phone, and now
oh, maybe not.
Getting in the vehicle. We'll see here.
What is that? Did he hit the wrong button on his controller? What is going on?
In a rush to get away from that vehicle. Getting in a pickup truck. We'll see if he okay, yeah, he does not. He does I was going to say maybe he
what the fuck?
He's breaking into the pickup truck.
Man, he must have left the cops in the dust. Man had the afterburners on that Honda Civic. Fucking turbojets activated.
To get away in that original pursuit vehicle. I can tell you that
1 star left.
Is over
yeah.
They have eyes on it. They are probably streaming ABC7 as we speak as
Helicopter is just so busted in the police chase meta. You can never escape it.
At a high rate of speed after into oncoming lanes of traffic. Some wild turns here. They have to get some ground units into this area.
Yeah, I haven't seen a single officer here. Where are they at? Bro, at this point, this guy could probably just go home and just wait out the wanted level. My God. Where are they? Maybe not. Maybe there's a cat in the helicopter. I don't know. What was that? I thought it was a siren.
It just doesn't make sense that he would just dump the vehicle for no other reason except for maybe the possibility of
what is he doing?
Be running out of gas. So if the gas is low, and if it's a stolen car, that would have made a lot of sense. Now he's parking it in a parking spot once again in Anaheim. We'll try again. We'll try and get.
Oh, we lost him.
Okay, let's stay on him. Stay on him right here. He's just running
there
around
he is.
the building here. Looks like he's coming up on another couple of cars.
Cameraman has aimbot.
A van and a small red compact car. Looks like he's trying to break in to the van.
Oh, he did.
An open door in that white van, and now you can see the black.
There they are.
Right behind him.
There's the boys in blue.
He's inside the car, likely trying to hotwire it at this point, and you can see they have lit him up.
So someone in chat enlightened me. My dad used to always say hot wiring modern cars is almost impossible. Is that true or false? Like cars made within the last 10 years. Getting mostly trues and a couple falses. So if he actually hotwires this van, I'm going to have to assume that it's an older van.
We're actually on the north side of the...
Yeah, I can actually see that he's trying to hotwire it. He's got the alarm going off.
A pursuit driver that is just
oh, he's done it.
Look at this! Ramming into the front of that black and white.
The cameraman sounds excited.
Fullerton Police now trying to block...
Oh boy, it's a game of chicken.
As he puts it in reverse. He's going up and trying to...
Here comes a 45-point turn.
He's really trying to ram that car out of his way as he is now stuck in that parking spot. There's really nowhere for him to go. He's got a fence in front of him, but I only see those...
I like that they're giving him plenty of space to work with here.
Back and forth. Now he's created some room.
There we go.
Here, and he's going to probably try and ram in again or do a 4-point turn and turn it around. He's got to turn it all the way around without hitting...
It's going to be more than a 4-point turn, I think.
Because what else can those officers do? They really don't have many options. Here comes the backup. Here comes backup.
Oh shit!
This is dangerous. Look at this. A head-on situation.
Jesus Christ!
Officers out of the vehicle, and now he's racing through.
What the fuck?
As more officers
fuck! The whole department's here now.
What is he gonna do here? Around all of those
is he drifting?
Lights, those are two.
Oh God! He actually. What the fuck?
Look at this.
Whoa! Did you see that drift?
This neighborhood, look at this.
Holy shit!
Around all of those black and whites, those are two Fullerton police officers.
Oh my God, this guy must have hopped in this car and made sure that when he hotwired it, he had his copy of Teriyaki Boys on cassette in order to play it through the radio here. What a mean drift.
That's right, and anybody who is willing to engage with those cops like that.
Oh God!
Look at this.
Oh fuck!
All of this traffic here as he tries to get back on the freeway. It looks like he's trying to get back on the 91
That'd be so frustrating. I wouldn't be surprised if the civilians just start chasing him down now.
91 freeway, surely CHP for as far as I could see out the window from up here in Air 7 HD. Very little traffic in his way.
I wonder if he has a plan in mind.
As you were wondering too, David, that I can only imagine that CHP has been requested to take this over because you've got Anaheim PD who's pretty much out of pocket.
See, like right there, I feel like if he had just stopped and like hid somewhere, he might have been all right. This guy is just a piece of shit though. Hitting so many cars, endangering all these civilians. I'm no fan, but it's hard not to appreciate the entertainment of a good chase, especially one where there's no one that's injured.
There's Anaheim PD's
oh! Damn, the chopper's in it. Imagine this is like a Just Cause situation. This chopper drops like a grappling hook and hits the van, picking it up and drops them off at the police headquarters. Fuck me, that'd be so cool. I see a lot of people insulting the officers. I disagree. When it comes to chases, I think they have the right philosophy most of the time, where if it's a very dangerous situation, you don't chase because you don't want to endanger civilians. I think that's their policy, and I think that's the right way of handling it. Like, I see a lot of people shitting on them for not engaging in this chase here and, like, going fucking crazy, ramping off of parked tow trucks like it's GTA. And I just think that'd be the wrong way of handling it. I'd be more mad at the officers, because they're not going to be able to drive, like, in a way that doesn't endanger people. So they're letting this guy go solo, they have the chopper on him, so they'll always know where he is, and then they will just go in a safer route that doesn't put people at risk. I think that is the right way of handling it, 100%. So I do not blame the cops at all. The only thing I was criticizing is how slow they were to being on him when he was fully stopped. Since they had the chopper, they're getting real-time info. I would have expected them to at least be closer to him. I wasn't criticizing them for the lack of, like, high-speed pursuit, fucking hitting him with the pit maneuver in a residential area. They straight up let him hotwire the truck, though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the fuck up I'm talking about. They were so far behind, this dude was able to hotwire a truck, run through 5 little townhomes, and then back up fucking 30 times before anyone else showed up to the scene. That's what I'm criticizing. It's not the lack of them chasing him through all of these people, like the residential area and like around all of these people's cars. Why didn't they shoot the tires? That's a good point. Like, there was an officer there. I'm shocked he didn't just start shooting the tires out or something. I feel like it's got to be, like, every officer's dream to, like, pop the tires on a car. Stray bullets. That's a fair point, actually. That's fair. It was literally a townhome. Good point. Van's got some good horsepower. Almost feels like an advertisement for this van. Not only does it have good horsepower, but the traction on it's actually nuts. He's made some very tight turns, and it's held up really well. I feel like I'm watching a commercial.
He's barely braking. He's taking all of these turns.
Easy to steal. Yeah, they'd cut that part out of the ad.
He's caught himself in a little bit of a jam. He just tries to use the
God damn. Parting the seas. I cannot believe they haven't hit him with the spike trap yet. He must be driving too fast that they can't get ahead of him for it. Narrator's like an esports announcer. Yeah, he's casting this like it's an actual league match. Can't blame him. Like, this is the most excitement he's probably had on the job ever.
5 freeway approaching Norwalk. If he continues in the west,
he has to have some kind of destination in mind or something. It's just random turns and driving and parking lots.
Just went right over the curb there. I mean, there really wasn't anybody in his way. I'm not even sure what's going through this.
Yeah, he's even being critiqued by the announcer.
Impossible to set up for a spike. Look at this.
Oh!
Off-roading, trying to get around traffic. Yeah, almost slammed into that tree.
Oh, wait, he did. Yep.
Through the parking lot,
nearly spun out.
Through an empty warehouse parking lot, back onto Marquette Avenue.
He got clipped. Man, watching this live must have been nuts. Fuck. Holy shit. Thanks to the Prime.
Yeah,
Spazzy, the resub
like
Young. You give sub John.
There are pieces. Oh, he's lost his tire.
Yeah, he's on his rims.
He's on that left rear tire is.
Man, and it is still scooting.
I don't know if there's any tread left. And now
oh my! Real-time editing.
Even more trouble maintaining control of this vehicle as he continues northbound on Marquette Avenue, right along.
YouTube chat is going so hard. Paint shop, paint shop. They're just screaming paint shop.
Still Fullerton. It's Fullerton PD.
Fullerton PD on the case, baby. Soon we're going to need the Dominic Toretto Private Military Company coming in to stop this guy. Oh, wow.
Now as he comes up, well, no, he's not in Norwalk yet, but look at this. He's going through that gas station without any tire on that left rear wheel. Almost struck several vehicles there. A miracle nobody's gotten hurt yet. But you can see he is really...
It really is a miracle.
Now. Lots of traffic
ramming
into all of these cars.
Oh, boy.
And this is northbound Carmenita Road now, and it's not moving. He's stuck. Now he's stuck. It looks like he's stuck.
How the fuck does he get out of this situation? What's... I've never been in this situation. What is proper protocol for a car like this? Like, what do you do? Like, oh my god, the officer got a gun drawn on a van that's been speeding around in front of me do I go around? Do I stay? Like, what the fuck? I would be panicking. Like, I myself would be panicking. I wouldn't know if, like, I like need to run away, like, drive out, or if I'm supposed to stay parked. No, the I'm talking about the civilian car, not the fucking officer. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? I just don't know. Like, if I saw this in front of me and I happened to be the car right behind it, my heart would be racing probably faster than this guy's. Just between the decision of, am I supposed to go around this, or am I supposed to just, like, stay parked here, or, like, maybe pull off to the right side like a fire truck coming through.
Put it in reverse once and ram into that.
Man, those sparks are flying off like an episode of Power Rangers. Jesus Christ.
At all. It looks like the van is now stuck. He's likely just going to wait for backup, and right now it doesn't appear.
Oh, it's starting to fire.
Van is going anywhere.
Oh, maybe he's going to blow up the van for, like, a smoke screen.
Not aware. You've got to at least wonder whether that's going through his mind. He's probably not aware. Well, now he's aware.
Oh, there's no, yeah, there's no way.
The on fire, but certainly he's aware of the fire under the hood. More pieces flying out there as this vehicle is starting to come apart. I'm thinking it came from the, well, it could be, because, I mean, where else would that smoke be coming from?
Where did that officer just go? What the fuck was that?
But that wheel, that left rear wheel is also creating
what? Why did he?
Metal as well. So
where did that other officer just go?
Now I've got to wonder if that transmission is just...
I'm sure this guy's got it. I'm going home. I'm off the clock.
Not sure. Fullerton PD.
Oh shit!
Vehicle crawls out of the passenger window and is now running for it northbound Carmenita Road. Running up northbound Carmenita.
He doesn't seem particularly fast.
He crosses the street. What he decides to do here.
He also doesn't seem like he has that much sense of urgency here. It's like a casual jog.
Another officer in the opposite direction, and
oh, he's getting winded already. Oh boy.
Alleyway here.
Oh!
Loses his footing. Oh no, he's now on private property.
Oh boy.
Like a woman.
Now they need a warrant.
He's now in the backyard.
Now it's over.
And he's gonna hide out here along Leppingwell Road.
What the fuck?
And jumping fences. He's jumping fences, looking for a way in.
An accomplice.
Little dog, small dog there in the backyard. He's under that patty. Yeah,
he's gonna go inside that house, shave his facial hair, change his clothes, and then just pretend to be somebody else. He went that way.
Very dangerous situation here where we have no information, but here comes somebody running out the front. Look at this. Look at this. A confrontation.
Oh, Jesus.
Inside the house, a family home, and now we're going to come around the front here.
Oh, they're beating his ass.
Goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He's in the truck. He just got in that truck. There's a dog under that truck.
Oh, the guy's got a knife on him.
Look at this.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
He had him.
Inside the house,
and then he gets his fucking truck stolen.
Now we're gonna come around the front here.
So they throw a couple punches, and then she's holding him back for some reason. So yeah, if he actually did take action and like stab him or something, he could have gone to jail. Never mind.
I cannot believe what we are witnessing, guys.
Are they gonna pay for the truck though, like the city?
Creative here, but look at him. A little bit of traffic, and once again, right through another gas station. This is just incredible. This is the third vehicle that he has stolen today.
That's a pretty good record for one day's work. 3 thefts, and so far a 25-minute chase. I mean, that's a full day.
Get themselves in a position where they could bring this to an end if they can figure that out, and then there's going to be.
How did he have that much time in the house? The cops weren't far away. He ran here, and the cops chased him in cars. Are they not being fed the information that we're seeing? Because we saw him go through one house and then into another, and he stayed there for like a good 2 minutes, maybe? And then went out the front door, I'm guessing stole the keys while he's in the house, got into a fight with the homeowners, and then took the car without a single officer being nearby. Like, I feel like that's plenty of time, because the cops were right behind him. Like, you can see them go by right here. They are right here. And he ran through this, slipped, turned around, and then ran through those 2 houses. There must be like some red tape that the cops weren't able to like get over there. Like maybe I was joking, but maybe they like legitimately did need a warrant to even be around the area. I don't know. Man, this is so fucking sad. This is that guy's work vehicle. Fuck, that sucks, man. Like the guy is like he's a talented driver and like the chase is wild, but I feel so fucking bad for all the victims in here. What a shame. Shit, yikes. Yeah, he was pissed in the interview. Oh, they interviewed him? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, he had every right to be pissed. Christ. How did this start? Apparently, he ran from a traffic stop. Or, no, is that what they said at the beginning? Fuck, it's already been so long now this chase has been going on. Yeah, I think it was.
Look at this. Over the median again, going
he got stopped. I think he had stolen a vehicle, got stopped, and then sped out.
With additional traffic at Santa Fe Springs Road, now well into Santa
He's
Fe
also
Springs.
so lucky. Every driver right now is very attentive. The drivers are pulling out of his way and stopping when he's going through the red lights. He is so lucky the drivers around him are actually decent.
70 to 80 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is making California drivers look good. Not him in particular. I'm talking about, like, the people on the road. They're able to recognize when he's coming. Like, they must see him behind them. Because they're actually pulling out of the way to avoid any kind of collision with them. And when he's going through the red light intersections, they are stopping. So they see him before he gets there somehow. And they're reacting well. So, yeah, the California drivers, I mean, they're copping a W right now. They're looking pretty strong. If this was Florida, this man would have got hit. He would have got hit 9 times already. He probably would have got hit in the parking spot back at the townhomes. See, like, look at that. That's what I'm saying. Like, they are able to recognize this. Like, they're actually paying a ton of attention to their surroundings here. Or that was just a crazy coincidence from this guy. now he can't shake him. It's like a Talladega Nights shake and bake situation. Dude's fucking catching his draft.
It's unbelievable. Get back on the freeway. He is on Sorensen Avenue.
I feel like he has no fucking clue where he is right now. There is no rhyme or reason to his driving here.
Eastbound Slauson, and for some reason, and he hasn't done this very often, but for some reason, he just turned around. Very randomly turned around, back towards the freeway, and I wonder, my gut tells me he's looking for an entrance ramp. A close call there. Another resident.
There are so many people that have seen, or have like been around this now. Like I cannot imagine what seeing this must have been like, and then going home and being like, wow, I was a part of this. That Camry that he passes at minute 31, that was me. That must be so fucking crazy.
Try to apprehend this suspect at various points, but he has done a masterful job.
Oh my god, the editing here is also second to none.
A lot of horror and havoc.
Real time.
Orange County and now back in helicopters. So now 2 law enforcement helicopters.
Oh man, they got another department on him? Fuck, I have to pee so bad. Oh my god. We're only 34 minutes in. How? What the fuck? Like, I knew it was an hour 40, but it doesn't really register how long that is until you are actually, like, in the thick of it. That is absurd.
And I think this is a shopping center at
what the fuck is the plan here? What?
People walking through this parking lot.
Surely I'll lose them in the parking lot.
His way through this parking lot, a very busy parking lot.
It's that Super Duty? Maybe. What's that? What's happening? Oh my god, he deployed an EMP. Holy shit.
Looks like he's found himself in a dead end. He's at a dead end at the end of Alta.
This is a great opportunity for the officers here.
Reverse his way back out of here. We'll see if there's any black and whites waiting for him on the other side here. Let's widen out just a little bit, Rob. See what's waiting for him as he comes out the other end of.
We shouldn't have widened it. That just. Oh god. Oh my god. Where are they?
Beverly Boulevard, back onto Beverly Boulevard, southbound or westbound Beverly. Westbound Beverly Boulevard here in Santa Fe Springs, and no law enforcement in sight, guys. He is slowing down a little bit. Yep, go ahead, Giovanna.
Did he wait out the wanted level already? Like, what in the world? Even he's like, oh, you know, maybe I'm just good. I'll just wait. I'll just hang out.
We just have to assume
there's literally, they're nowhere near him. I had, you know what, big W to the announcer here. I can't hear the other end of the guy talking, but I'm assuming he was trying to say, like, the cop strategy is to maybe, like, cool down the scene, keep an eye on him so that way, like, as he slows down and things settle down, then they'll swoop in. I completely agree with the announcer. This is an absolute maniac. He's already hit, like, 20 cars, broken into 2 houses, stole a man's car, well, stolen 2 cars, but stole a man's car in front of him, nearly ran over his dog. This is a guy that they absolutely should swarm to get off the streets as quickly as possible. I completely agree with the announcer. This guy is a very big danger to everyone on the road right now. Imagine seeing that light from your car, thinking the rapture's fucking happening. Yeah, that light is so bright. If that shined on me when I was driving, I'd be panicking. I'd be like, my dad was right all along. There really are aliens that visit this planet.
Of that helicopter calling out his location.
Okay, there they are.
At Norwalk Boulevard, about 7 black and white.
They're intercepting.
Making a right turn on Norwalk, and there it is. Look at
oh,
this.
fuck, holy shit. There we go.
Now on Norwalk Boulevard, guys. These are going to be LA County Sheriffs, that's correct. And I think I counted at least 6. At least 6 that I saw.
So now, I think the strategy should be to push him towards the spike trap that they're trying to set up, as opposed to just engaging in, like, a dangerous pursuit. I think it's to try and flush him towards their spike trap.
The only good news, guys, is that as far as I could tell, I can only hope, we can only cross our fingers.
Yeah, now it's a lot more predictable.
Because that is going to take away at least some of the risk, although everybody on the freeway is certainly going to be in his path here of destruction, as we've seen this evening.
Oh my god.
CHP almost guaranteed.
He almost clipped that car. Holy shit.
Now you can see those LA already ruined several people's day, but fortunately, at least from what we could tell, does not appear.
What was that?
That's a weed whacker that fell off the back of that truck.
Oh.
It appears to be a gardening truck, guys. There's a lot of landscaping equipment in the back.
Hats off to the cameraman. This was a huge, like, this is real time, by the way. He was able to see that fly off and then zoom in on it and then still keep up with the chase. Good for him. I was very curious what flew off there as well. I thought he started, like, firing missiles like a James Bond truck or something. It was like a little torpedo or something.
Only to say that
don't sell yourself short.
Over for some reason. Not sure what that
oh!
Oh my goodness.
Jeepers.
The median, over the median, and now continuing after missing that cross traffic just
holy shit.
Just by a hair. It looked like maybe an undercover vehicle at that intersection. Look at that.
Oh, wait. Oh, damn.
And shutting down these intersections ahead of him. It's a very hard
they had the right read, but the wrong spot.
Very good that they were able to control.
Amen, brother.
Losing control.
Ooh.
Crashing into another car. Crashed into another car.
Pinballed there for a minute.
Like he was trying to evade that deputy again. He was coming up right behind him in the oncoming lanes of traffic, but really, what can they do? I mean, he's just...
Yeah, you can't just, like, head-on collision.
Do a head-on collision, which is not an option.
Yeah. That'd be a terrible option.
Ahead of him here, which there will be another major intersection.
Just imagine the officers, like, on the radio. This one's for my country boys. Fucking head-on collides with him. Leans back with a smile on his face.
This just takes your breath away with every intersection that he blows through.
Fucking action movie scene.
Here in Hacienda Heights, we are... it looks like
cul-de-sac!
This is scary. This is scary. A cul-de-sac.
Uh-oh.
Come face to face with this suspect, and you guys know, and our viewers
know... The
know...
raid boss is cornered.
...in this situation, because he's already rammed into several vehicles, including deputy vehicles, and there he is again, right through, almost missing them. And now, continuing the neighborhood where there are about a half right through those deputies again, just missing them.
That's
unbelievable.
I disagree with the statement about the boxing in. I think they had a better opportunity to box him in before that point. That was just a really good shooting the gap from him. That one wasn't even on the officers. I think they just waited too long to try and box him in. They had a much better opportunity to do that further back. But then that guy really fucked them in the face with that one. Fucking squeezed a stinker in there. He is making this pickup truck look like it's a smart car. I don't know how he's able to fit through these small gaps and these small holes here. It's wild.
And about a dozen black and whites.
Yeah, probably, Rhino.
But that tire, I think his back left tire is.
Oh, he lost his tire.
Flying, not sure. There you see more sparks actually coming from the front. It's
oh, is it the bumper?
Front left sparks.
That might not be the tires.
Look like, but he is.
Oh no, it's the tires.
He's missing the tire.
Yep.
He's missing the tire. Okay, so by the way, this is not the first time we've seen this in this pursuit. Last time. There's no way. There's no.
What the fuck? What happened to the announcer there? What did he swallow water and it go down the wrong pipe? What was this noise? Listen to this.
This pursuit. Last time. There's no way.
It's like a little balloon letting air out.
Especially at these speeds.
Also, how is there 40 minutes still? To circle back, they're doing everything by the book. I'm gonna say maybe this is one of those moments where an officer comes in, slaps it down, and says, "It's time we bend our own rules, Chief." And he's like, "All right, give me your badge and your gun. You're off the case." And then he gets the job done. Because the only reason this hasn't been more of a catastrophe is because this guy's somehow been able to avoid hitting most people, most cars, and most things. And that's just a legitimate miracle. This protocol could have had so many problems if this driver was a little worse than he is. He should have been caught fucking 50 minutes ago. Like, this... I don't know how effective this protocol is, to be honest. Surely there's got to be some other way. Yeah, it can't really break. Oh boy! Oh boy! Yep, it's all crumbling.
Unbelievable! Head on with another car, and here comes.
All right, there we go.
Not even a pit maneuver, but they rammed into him from behind, into a gas station. Folks getting gas at the corner of Gale and Hacienda, into a gas pump.
This has to be where it ends. There's no way.
But he's going to put it in reverse. Back in reverse towards that deputy. Look at this. Ramming into the front end. They're shooting. They're shooting at him. They're shooting. We're going to wind out, and they are now firing into the cab of that pickup truck. Unbelievable. They are using force. Deadly force is being employed at this moment.
So I will say I did know that they shot him. He doesn't die. He survives the shooting. I did know that happened. I knew it ultimately ended like that. I just didn't know how we ever got to that point. So how long does it stay in this standstill? Okay, then they eventually get him out and arrest him.
This has come to an end, guys. I hate to tell you, but well, I'm happy to say it's come to an end.
Nah, you don't have to put the mask on. Man, I had a lot of fun. It's a real shame that it's over now. I hate to say it. Or, I mean, wait, no, it's good. What a crazy fucking chase. Okay, so it wasn't a full hour 40. It was about an hour 12. That's still absurd.
The knives were right there, right next to me, so I got it, and I just started looking. I was like, man, you gotta get out of my house. I'm gonna stab you like right now, man.
It all began in Anaheim just before 5.
What? He refused to leave the area. Well, let's, you know what, actually, let's check that out in real time. Let's see how stern this refusal was to leave the area. I'm so curious here. Because it looks like he gets hit, and then it is the second the officers show up on the scene, arrested.
Into a gas station.
Okay, so that's his car's now just been hit again.
Into a gas pump.
So his car's been hit twice.
He's going to try and get out probably. Deadly force is being employed at this
so he's still there. He hasn't been arrested yet. Now he's being arrested.
They are stopped. They have stopped. The wheel is off. That front left.
It's been a matter of seconds. Actual seconds. Yikes. That's fucking trash. That's some straight garbage right there. That guy did nothing wrong and just gets arrested for getting hit twice. He got an injury so he can sue. He absolutely should. That's so fucked up. Oh my god, I'd be so tight. My car just got hit. Oh my god, my car just got hit again. What the fuck is happening? I'm processing information. Okay, honey, what do I do? The cops are here, they're shooting. Do I pull out and run, or is that gonna look suspicious? I don't know what to do. Holy fuck, they're opening my door. Oh my god, I'm being arrested. It's been 20 seconds. Like, they want him to literally be like a speedrunner to immediately make this decision instantly in an intensely stressful situation after being hit twice out of nowhere. That is outrageous. Oh yeah, and apparently they roughed him up too, which you could kind of see, which I said was really fucking weird because they threw him on the ground and like aggressively handcuffed the shit out of him. What must have happened is they got confused on who they were actually chasing and for some reason assumed it was this car. I have no other explanation for why that would have even happened remotely. Because even if they were out there just to like fuck things up, they have a perfect target with the guy who's just gone on a hour-long pursuit, a chase. They wouldn't even need to rough up this guy. They have someone they could go beat the shit out of. That makes no sense. I think that's the only explanation. They didn't want to look dumb. So they tried to come up with some kind of justification for roughing this guy up. But I think the real reason was they got confused on who they were actually chasing. It'd been over an hour. It spanned so much distance that they just simply forgot what the car or suspect looked like. So the first person they saw when they arrived at the scene, because keep in mind, those people that arrested him, those cops, they showed up so late, they were probably so out of it and just fucked this guy up thinking that this was the suspect. That's the only thing I can make sense of. They didn't get confused. I see no other reason why they would have. I see people keep saying racism. They had no idea this guy's race when they got there. They literally ripped the first guy out of the car they saw. I don't think race came into play at all. They legitimately showed up and ripped this man out of his car. He's not following order. Yeah, that's just a dog shit take. I think real time, it was 20 seconds from the second time his car gets hit. That's 20 seconds of pure panic. Instantaneous chaos. 1 second you are parked with your family, next second you've been hit by a pickup truck, and then you get hit again by the same pickup truck after a cop hits it. You're fucking stunned. You're not processing things normally. 100%. He gets out, he's confused, he's trying to make sense of what's happening, and then he goes to get back in, probably to leave, which I think would be the logical thing to do. That would probably be most people's thought process, like, holy shit, they're shooting, I'm gonna leave. And then that's when they throw him down. That is absolutely just big cop L. I don't think there's any excuse. Like, there isn't, there's like actually no time for him to not even follow orders. It is 20 seconds from the time his car gets hit the second time. Actual 20 real world seconds. He's getting arrested right here, and the second time he gets hit was right here. Well, a little before that. But yeah, roughly like 20 seconds. Have they released anything about the driver? Because I didn't see anything pop up about him. They let him go for being a Dallas Cowboys fan. He's suffered enough. Yeah, well, that is rough. That is rough.
Hey guys, it's Sienna May Gomez, and I'm gonna be telling you what goes on behind my most viral TikToks.
This situation is absolutely insane, with accusations flying from both sides.
I wanted to share what I went through.
All I can say is that I was in love with him.
These are the facts, and I'm a witness.
And why is all of your evidence posted and quickly deleted? His friends are painting him as the victim, and he is the victim, but not of me.
Ooh, a bombshell. Damn, the editing here is super intense. I feel like I'm about to watch an episode of Euphoria.
I'm young, and obviously I will not always get it right the first time.
Who doesn't love a good YouTube apology?
I love YouTube apologies.
I'm so sorry for anyone that's been hurt.
A continuous lapse in my judgment.
It's hard to overlook the irony of David Dobrik turning off comments on a video titled Let's Talk. While some apologies may lead to an accidental admission of guilt, others don't even contain the word sorry at all. Some are scripted, while others are very much not.
You're high. You're snorting a line of off a bad my. You know what I mean?
I never saw his apology video. I didn't know he had one.
Online, you get used to a pretty wide range of public statements, varying from sincere and tactful to, oh my god, what are the words coming out of your mouth right now?
Actually, that just reminded me. Jenna Marbles,
hey guys,
she made an apology video and then quit YouTube, or said she was. Did she actually do that? It's been like 2 years now. I guess so. Damn, she said, alright, I'm out then. Issues new apology to staff as producers are fired. Oh, yeah, she also just quit her show, right? So that's pretty fucking awesome, I guess.
I stay grateful and I try to stay humble, and I think that I pay attention to what is important and what is real.
In recent months, her character has been called into question.
Yeah, none of us like Ellen, I get it. Where's her apology?
I'll say nothing to them, really. We'll focus on level producer.
Ninja made you, Ellen. Don't forget it.
I gotta keep moving forward and learning and growing. You know, so many people don't teach you about how to live this lifestyle or how to be here in this position, but I'm learning and I'm growing.
It doesn't exactly take a PhD in psychological
that's all that matters.
studies to gauge who's actually
Way
sorry
to be strong.
and who's only sorry they got caught. Accused of a literal crime probably won't have the best of luck defending themselves holding a tangible, actual script in front of them.
To be fair, it's less of a script and more of like a summer reading essay.
Not even the worst interpretive dance I've ever seen. As a response to one of the biggest TikTok controversies in recent
This is how you do apologies.
Join me in documenting the timeline of disastrous PR choices of one of TikTok's once most promising entertainers. In just under 8 months, Sienna built one of the
this
largest
background
followings
music
on
is
TikTok,
slapping.
signed with a Hollywood talent agency, secured brand deals with a myriad of major companies, and was even set to star in a Netflix documentary focused on her friend group until a flood
and you wonder why
serious
Netflix is doing shitty,
from
huh?
fellow TikToks. It was just going so fast. From the span of August to maybe October, December, I was gaining 1 million followers every week to 2 weeks, landing a place alongside Charlie D'Amelio. After getting along so well and becoming more close, the two began appearing side by side more frequently on TikTok. And as you can imagine, it didn't take long for young fans of the two to speculate on the true nature of their relationship.
3 things I love about Josh: his smile, his optimism, and his way of being kind to me, no matter if I meet him or not.
How was your first kiss? How sweet.
Our first kiss? But we haven't had it yet.
You haven't had it yet?
You haven't had first kiss yet? No.
The vlog says something else.
What weird questions to ask. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Not unlike YouTube and Twitch,
oh my God.
TikTok.
How is the paparazzi like a real profession that still exists in the current century? Jesus Christ. That shit is so weird. So genuinely weird. And it's so outdated now too, considering like all of these social media people and celebrities posted like all of their shit themselves. Like their most embarrassing moments are moments that they are capturing and posting themselves. So the paparazzi are getting paid for actual nothingness. Just to take pictures of them holding coffee cups.
Are you guys dating?
They would very openly show PDA, but never outright clarified whether they were dating. So with this PR win, I have to assume Sienna must have felt a new air of confidence. After all, it was around this time that Netflix was filming for a Hype House documentary.
Yeah.
Chaos surrounding the biggest
hold on, I'm curious. How many TikTokers shows does Netflix have? Let me see. I'm curious. Let's see. They have to have like 5 or 6, right? So they have the Hype House documentary. They have the Hype House competition show on Netflix. Or I guess it's not the Hype House per se, but something like it. Okay, can someone just tell me? I don't even know what I'd search for. There's only like 2? No, that can't be right. They had the Addison Rae one, they had this Hype House one, they had that competition one where a bunch of TikTokers got into a house to fight for like Big Brother style. They had, they had another documentary on somebody and I'm blanking on their name. I think they've been doing like a big investment in TikToker-focused media for the built-in audience. The D'Amelio family's on Hulu. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's all over the place.
On the 31st, Mason Rizzo, a friend of Jackson's kindergarten, published the following statement to Twitter, reading, "I struggle with seeing a girl praised after telling my best friend to kill himself and assaulting him numerous times after he set boundaries and then repeatedly wonder why he doesn't like you back. She also has a history of verbally abusing people.
She's young. Come on.
She prioritizes the growth of her platform rather than the positive message she represents herself as.
Whatever evidence you think you have, either post it or send it to me and I'll post it because you have nothing."
That's so bold. That's so fucking bold.
On June 3rd of 2021, this short video taken in November was posted by another friend of Jack's, seemingly depicting Sienna straddling an unconscious Jack Wright, groping him and kissing him on the lips while looking passed out. The guy next to him who posted the video got up after feeling uncomfortable, but went back to pull Sienna off once he realized what was happening, posting this alongside the clip in an effort to further support the claim that Jack was in fact asleep, or at the very least incapable of consent during that time. Being definitive proof of assault in the eyes of some, this video remains a heavy point of contention today. Sienna has since made the claim many times over that he was not unconscious and completely consenting as it happened.
It does seem like he was.
Another statement not long
That's
after,
usually what I look like
Jack
when I'm
himself
consenting.
would go on to dispute.
The Hawaii incident happened where, honestly, I'm glad that they have evidence.
Nice use of
After
bulldog.
Shannon found out about the video, she said sorry. She said if this got out, she would be done. That is horrible, and she's
The
working on
Bill
projects.
Cosby
Jack
classic.
was a victim of sexual
True.
assault, but not by me. And I am a victim of continual
I bet if they had an
attempts to
earlier
cancel
video,
me
there was
and
pudding.
slander my name with false claims. It will not work. I'm here to clear things up and provide all sides of the story because I have been labeled as a sexual assaulter.
Right out of the gate, Sienna's
you
demeanor
said
is
potato.
stronger and more aggressive than before. She comes off less concerned for her friend who she just previously said was sexually abused, and more frustrated with how the situation has affected her.
Any video you go watch of us, please, and I encourage you to go watch my recent YouTube videos featuring Jack,
God,
our recent TikTok.
this is so uncomfortable.
You will
Holy
see
shit.
that this behavior
Jesus Christ.
was normal. Online, we touched each other, kissed each other, we were playful. Jack kissed me and I kissed him. Within the boundaries of our relationship, this was normal.
Definitely not doing much to sway people in her favor. But let's look.
I would usually go over when he's unconscious and yank on his winky.
So I went back and took
It was
Sienna
part
off.
of our
Not
friendship.
to mention, when I got closer, I noticed her right hand inappropriately touching his crotch. She was shocked that
I would play with his nutsack when he was having nightmares in order to ease his mind.
Next day about the situation that happened at night.
And then I'd spit on his face.
Said that happens all the time.
And also, why was he kissing me back?
She asserts that he was fully awake and kissing her back, pointing to the way Jack's arm moves when his friend gets up from the couch. Now, maybe Sienna isn't sure how gravity works, but I think it's pretty clear to me, at least, which I have to say so I don't get sued, that his arm only moved because the guy stood up.
No,
and
it's like
disrupted
Weekend
the
at
way
Bernie's.
he
He's
doesn't
fine.
move beyond that.
He's
Yes,
fucking
it's a short
fine.
clip. There's not a whole lot to
He's
go
consenting.
on.
Come
Sienna
on.
is eager
Come
to point out
on.
for herself.
You claim in your video that you hear
He said
kissing
yes,
noises.
so she could finger his butthole.
Why did you record it? James, you are Jack's twin brother. And I know that if
Whoa.
my brother saw me being taken advantage of, he would pick up the person on top of me and beat them
That's
to
a
shit, not
classic
film it.
awful
But I mean,
defense.
that would be a horrible look. They're trying to incriminate you, not themselves. To me, Jack's twin James took this
Exit
video
this
for his
potato.
brother's own good. She then goes on to rapid fire a bunch of points that, again, really don't matter as far as what she's being accused of.
This was also in November when we had first just started to kind of ease our way into relationship, not relationship, defined, and you were introducing me as your girl. Having your friends take a 10-second clip out of context of this entire night is not sexual assault.
She's confused why
All right,
it's
case
even an
closed.
issue at
Fuck it.
all, since James
Run
and
it.
Jack had never brought it up to her privately. This would not age the finest either. In the wake of Jack's formal
She's better than
statement
Amber Heard's
published to
lawyer,
his
though.
YouTube channel about
that's
half
true.
a year later. Sienna issued cease and desist letters
Good to see you again. Hope
regardless,
you had a good
though,
week.
and went on to take a month-long break from social media. The situation died down once again, at least before Sienna made her long-awaited
Yes.
and critically acclaimed.
Yes.
She comes back and posts this absolutely
Let's
insane
fucking go.
video.
An interpretive dance video for an essay.
It's so good. This is how you should
Take a whole
apologize.
month off social media, but now I'm back. Hit him with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse dance.
Hey!
What is this?
Let's go.
How deaf and stupid do you have to be?
But through struggle, I found clarity within myself.
God, apology videos are always amazing, but this one I still think is one of the best.
I don't have anything to add. This
Fucking
is literally the
epic.
worst response to any controversy I have ever seen.
So good.
Somehow, Sienna May's PR team figured that shooting a highly stylized interpretive dance to a song which contains the lyrics, "I did nothing wrong, I'm young," would be an appropriate response to SA allegations. God,
and it was.
I'd love to be a fly on a wall during that meeting. It's like getting up in the middle of your trial and doing the Squidward dance. I mean, if you go to Google tone deaf right now, a link to her video pops up. For God's sake, she starts off with a close-up shot of her push to start.
Even if I can only inspire one person, I will have done what I was put on this earth to do.
It's
very Sia-esque.
Before launching into the worst dance moves a human being is capable of. Needless to say, this video convinced everyone she was...
Didn't Amber Turd just fire her whole PR team? Maybe there's a chance we see in trial her break out the interpretive dance like as a last-ditch Hail Mary. I don't want this to be the last one. It can't die here. I really think there's a lot of potential with the apology interpretive dances. So, fingers crossed. I really think we got a good chance there.
The Hawaii incident happened.
Jack can confirm that he was in fact passed out, unconscious, almost.
I can't believe that. That looks like a fully conscious man to me.
Most vulnerable state. Two friends escorted her out of the party since she had also been causing additional problems that night, but resorted to jumping and rolling out of a moving vehicle to get back.
I forgot about that.
He was
part.
hiding from Sienna in the house. According to him, her parents had to.
That was like full blown like Jason Statham stunts.
And I don't know, it was just like normal for me that I didn't think there was such like a problem at all. Like part of me wants to blame myself for being nice and sticking around after so many times, but now I realize that I was stuck in this like manipulative cycle of her acting like she extremely cared about me.
Yeah, she's like a fucking supervillain.
She would do stuff to
wanting
me, and it was
fuck
just
Jack.
so normal for me. I got used to it.
Painting a horrific picture of waking up in the middle of the
night. How does all this happen before you raise a red flag, though? You've clearly not been around a ton of people. People you think are a friend, you'll ignore a ton of flags for. Happens all the time, even if it's not romantic. I am holding in a pee-pee really badly, though, so I'm gonna go tinkle real quick, and I'll be right back.
On February 23rd, 2022, Sienna May returned to the public eye with an appearance on the BFFs podcast hosted by Dave Portnoy, the CEO of Barstool Sports, who you may remember as a proud investor of the infamous crypto coin SafeMoon, which turned out to be a worthless pyramid scheme.
Hey, SafeMooners!
To fire and sue his employees on the spot for wanting to unionize. Or you may know his abundant legal history. Whatever the case may be, Dave Portnoy, alongside his co-hosts who are half his age, brought Sienna back on the program after having her on just a year
that sounds about
prior.
Right. I actually saw Dave Portnoy in real world once when we went to that god-awful fucking Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. Dave Portnoy was there, and he was leaving the stadium, and one person asked for a picture with him, so he turned around and asked if anyone else wanted a picture with him, and nobody said anything. That's the only experience I've had with Dave Portnoy. It was fucking awesome. I like his pizza reviews, though. I don't know too much about the guy, but that situation was pretty awesome. Shit was great.
I want to talk about my emotional state, and like I feel like what I want to touch on is like how I'm doing and like the emotional questions that I know you guys are gonna ask. But as for like the legal and like the so what's going on questions, that's for them to answer, because like I don't want to. I'm trying to. I don't want to butcher anything. This is all like now it's serious, you know, like.
What a blunder.
Okay, yeah. So
why would you go to an interview on something like this and bring lawyers? That just makes it look significantly worse. Hey, Charlie, you did something bad. Do you want to talk about it? Yeah. And I'm bringing an entire legal team, too. Okay.
You guys and whoever's going to see this now, that there's nothing being done. Like, I just
Why does that...
kind of like...
What?
All right, I'm gonna let my team like just talk about this one and kind of like.
She has the worst PR team of all time.
That told you to do the interpretive dance.
Holy shit!
I'm thinking you should probably be worried. When the two had never even gotten to the point of dating, he made it clear he did not want to be with her, and she still persisted, according to what's been claimed.
I like really loved him, and I was like, I'm gonna get married to this guy. Like this is the one. Like I was so stoked on him.
Man, that is such weird behavior. Bro, if this was a guy saying this. It would be much differently received. This is like actual incel shit. They were never even dating or anything. At all. Talking about like marriage and shit. This is the one. Exit Prime. Keysmo, Thebe, and Dermot. Yeah, that is like real stalkerish behavior right there.
Sienna likes to emphasize that the two had never had sex, as if this was ever something Jack claimed, and I'm surprised Sienna keeps harping on it, even with her lawyer sitting right next to her. She absolutely cannot, for some reason, answer Dave's question of, well, did you know he wasn't
into it, and you're still pursuing it?
Instead, all of her answers are keeping the best interests of Sienna in mind, and how
Wait, does she have two lawyers here?
All of her answers are...
Wait, is this one of the normal hosts on Portnoy's show? This doesn't seem like the company Dave Portnoy would keep. She brought two lawyers? What the fuck? Hey, can I get Saul Goodman over here and then, I don't know, someone else, please? I really need to make an impression.
Are keeping the best interests of Sienna.
Oh my god, you're right. Wait, they are in the same room, all of them.
And you're still pursuing it?
Instead, all of her answers are...
Yeah, you're right. It's the same plants. I knew she was here because she reached out and patted her on the shoulder or whatever, slapped her in the face, God only knows. But yeah, I didn't realize this guy's in the same place too, unless he has just been like deep faked in here.
The National Center for Audio and Video Forensics was retained to perform an analysis on a cell phone video posted to social media. I was asked if the video could be used as credible evidence of the accusations against Ms. Gomez. In short, no. The posted video is not credible evidence of these accusations. The video is not original. The video has been heavily altered. The video
based on
provides
what?
No context to the events.
Wait, how did...
The video is not credible.
Well, I think we need to clarify in these first two statements. This would be huge if you can prove the video has been heavily altered. You're telling me someone actually did CGI this shit in here? You're gonna need to, like, clarify here. That would blow this whole thing wide open. The video doesn't exist. Yeah. Point 5. The video is not real. In fact, nothing's real. What is solipsism?
Of the accusations against Ms. Gomez.
I feel like that was a bad CSI video. I mean, my instinct is people are going to be like, that's a guilty video. It felt like a bad movie.
Actually very funny. They shred this video in front of the guy who made it. But I have to say it's hard to deny the video is short and doesn't show the events leading up to and after what is taking place. She repeatedly chose to take advantage of Jack Wright when he was at his most vulnerable, keeping him at arm's length no matter where they went due to her bizarre, ignorant, and selfish infatuation with a boy who clearly didn't reciprocate feelings. I personally believe the latter. After everything Jack has said and personally testified against, it's hard for me to look at this video as anything other than the truth, even if saying that could get me crucified by Sienna's legal team. However,
I don't know, man. Her legal team doesn't seem that adept. This guy actually put together a fucking CSGO montage to prove why the video is bad without any evidence. He just said 4 points. It's not original, it's heavily altered. Like, with nothing else there, it's kind of worthless.
It doesn't matter how young and inexperienced Sienna was when she goes to such extreme lengths to keep Jack and her critics at bay, as to not damage the precious reputation she's built on a mountain of lies and sick dance moves.
God, their dance apology is so fucking good. I love it. I wish more people would do that. That was interesting. The person who edited that dance was my hero. Oh, you talking about like the Banjo-Kazooie sound effects? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Do you think clout prolongs relationship? Oh, do you think clout prolonged their relationship? I mean, yeah, it was a business. They were both profiting off pretending to be together or whatever. So of course.